I tried to find someone that could be my great love.
Ở đó thứ ba đó mấy thứ buổi thứ hai rồi là đằng này đấy đi con gà rú đi mất mất đi chứ.
Second time it happened, like yesterday, we set up a huge, like, 3-zone fire. Started pissing.
You're gonna get an incredible sunset.
Oh yeah, yeah, it looks that way.
By the road with an ache in my head, in the wrong side of town. Left you sleeping.
Just like to kind of have a nice dinner together and
And this is my wife, Lynn, and she's the head chef at Kabe Wood Fire Pizza and Barbecue, and also the mother of my daughter, Chung.
Today we're here. Like he told me that you have a restaurant that which serve very nice pizza. So we would like to know more about your restaurant and your story behind the meals that you make.
Okay, we have a traditional wood-fired oven, a 4,000-year-old design that I hand-built. And And I've taught traditional Nepal pizza, which goes with this oven very well. All our ingredients are fresh. We are a farm-to-table restaurant. We buy everything locally. My wife, Miss Lynn, has lived in the village 25 years, so she knows the farmers to buy from. You know, farmers that use the least amount of chemicals, the poorer farmers.
It's very healthy.
Very healthy and very important, so we know where our food comes from.
What is your like most special pizza?
We only do two styles. We do the vegetable pizza because we can buy all the vegetables locally and we don't have to refrigerate, you know? So since it's fresh, we can just, the vegetable pizza has been the main pizza. And it took me over a year and a half to figure out what type of meat, because everyone asked for meat.
Yeah.
But we don't want to put the meat in the refrigerator because if it goes bad, or the fish, we don't know.
Right.
So we want it fresh. So one day I was eating banh mi sui mai, and the meatball was very moist. And I thought, oh, it's be perfect on a pizza with a hot oven.
Pizza zumai.
Pizza sui mai.
All right.
So that is what the only two styles we have. We don't want to have waste in food, you know?
Yeah,
no
of course.
refrigeration.
Yeah, there's too much waste as it is already.
Yes. In English, this is a mashed potato.
The ingredients are just potatoes, or is there anything?
What we put in there is we boil the potatoes, and then we put milk. We use mozzarella cheese and salt and pepper. And then we just mash it, and we put it in the skillet. And inside the skillet, we put in the oven, our wood-fired oven. That way we get a nice browning, a nice crust on the top. It's not traditional American, but it's traditionally Americans would just eat the mashed potato.
Yeah.
Just soft.
The
without-
soft,
Yeah.
yes.
And I love the twist. It's nice crispy in the end and soft in the middle.
And we top it with a little bit of olive oil, so it gives it a very, very nice flavor.
Golden brown color.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So,
What's the hardest thing to cook it?
The hardest
yeah, the
Yeah,
hardest
hardest
thing to
thing to
cook. What's like? Is there any challenge?
to this?
Is it easy?
No, not at all. It's very, very simple to make the mashed potato. You can use butter or the cheese. Both of them work quite well. The difficult point for the homeowner would be to get an oven hot enough
Yeah.
to make it brown. You know, to have that wood. Well, ours is wood-fired oven, and it's hot, and it gives it a little bit of a smoky flavor.
And what type of wood do you use?
We use coffee wood.
Coffee wood.
Yeah, coffee wood is.
Plenty of coffee around here.
Yes, it's coffee wood's a sustainable wood. You know, we're about sustainability, and we're about farm to table, with less chemicals. So, the coffee tree needs to be cut every 15 years to rejuvenate because the new coffee bean comes on the younger wood. So we can buy that wood that they're cutting and use it for making pizzas. We don't have to go to the forest and cut a tree and make a pizza.
I'm sure it gives it some kind of special smell as well, the coffee wood.
Yes, it's a good hard wood, so it does offer a nice neutral flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I really like. I can't wait to try this.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
dig
Let's
in.
just dig in.
So I made a little
this?
special something. Yeah, this
Yes.
is this is roasted tomato, sausage, linguine with my homemade ricotta cheese. And then here we have a mixed seafood linguine as well. And I threw some more ricotta cheese on top of there. So simple, but I think it'll be delicious.
And
These are my Italian sausages that we make in-house at Fat Cat.
I saw that on Facebook. You're making your own in-house sausage?
Yeah. It's pretty simple too. This is red wine, black pepper, chili.
Just with ground pork? Or
Actually, it's chopped by hand.
Chopped by hand?
Yeah, chopped by hand. It's stuffed with a manual machine as well. I used to do the machine, grinding and stuffing, but it gets too fine, and there's big pieces of fat and meat and everything in there. It just keeps it more juicy.
Uh-huh.
So Well, yesterday we set up this big 3-zone fire, you know, and we were planning on doing just a whole bunch of food. And as soon as we got the fire all nice, hot, medium, and you know, slow, then it just started raining, and kind of exactly the same thing that happened today, except I said, no way, I'm going through it, rain or shine, we're gonna do this.
Yes.
So.
But now you have such a beautiful evening. You have fire outside here,
Yeah.
fire here. Very nice. Put the lot in the lot this time of year, July through October. We will have the rain in the afternoon.
Yeah. Thanks again for having us come up to your place. It was really nice to be here and cook, and great time with you guys.
Thank you.
It's really
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Light, fresh, almost citrusy, and like.
Yes.
And what is it with wheat beer that's it's unfiltered, or it's?
We here, we don't filter it here. Just because I want to save on costs of energy. You know, anything that we can do, again, about sustainability, we try to do. I make an ale because the ale ferments best at 18 to 22 degrees. And that's our natural temperature here. So I don't have to refrigerate the fermentation tanks.
Right.
Right? So that
And at
saves...
nighttime the temperature drops just to the right temperature, I guess.
Yeah, so that saves me in cost of refrigeration. And then, you know, filtration, I would need another machine. And I like a beer they were drinking 300 years ago.
Right.
You know, similar to drinking 300 years ago. They made beers just like this. You know, low carbonation, easy to drink, only 4 ingredients. You know, the barley, the yeast, the water.
Natural carbonation?
No, I do forced carbonate this.
Okay.
Yeah, because natural carbonation, you're correct, 300 years ago they weren't doing that. But you get a much flatter beer, which is fine. It's just we're all accustomed today to what the market, what they bring us in, right? So that's why we're accustomed to that.
Yeah.
But we drink flat wine,
Yeah, exactly.
right? And it's still alcohol. So the beer is just coming from barley and wine's coming from grapes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's dig in, guys. Family style.
And you make your own ricotta?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do you make your ricotta?
Pretty simple. Just milk, cream, bring it up to near boil, and then some vinegar. Doesn't even have to be an exact measurement, really. Some salt, and there you go. Let it curdle, and then strain it out.
Thank you.
You got ricotta cheese.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been making cheeses myself.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah.
What sort of cheese?
I'm making the queso.
Queso fresco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can make
That's
it one
perfect
day
for
and eat.
pizza. Yeah. A piece of pizza, please.
So yes, we've been making the cheese, and we make the ricotta after we take off the whey.
Right.
So when the customers go to your restaurant, this is the one they order the most? Yeah. Is this the best seller?
The best-selling pizza, yes. I mean, we only have 2 types, so all pizza is the best-selling because they love it. Typically, when the people come, our clientele is 95% domestic Vietnamese tourists who are coming to the lot, and then they come to enjoy our restaurant. Okay, thank you.
Would you like some spaghetti digests?
I'm fine for a moment, thank you. I'm not sure why the service is so bad here. We don't have another plate. There's a little worry. Yeah, but anyway, the cheese, the fresco. We're buying the milk in Dong Yun,
Okay.
which is an hour from here.
And raw milk.
Raw milk.
Yeah.
And I've been to the farm. I know the cows. They milk the cows at 5:30 in the morning. They put the milk on the bus, and the milk is to me at 9:30.
Wow. That really is farm stable.
Yep. And then you know how long it takes to make the cheese? A few hours, you know. We put the milk, the rennet,
Yeah.
bacteria, I don't know, after 6 to 7 hours or something. Then we take the curds and we press them. Oh, no, we take the curds immediately, and then we press them for 6 hours. Done. You can eat the cheese.
It's a wetter kind of cheese, queso fresco, right?
It's not so wet. After 6 hours of a 16 kilo pressure, most of the moisture is out of there now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not dry like provolone or anything like that.
Right,
You
right.
know, but it's not as moist as the ricotta.
And is that's the main cheese you use for the pizza?
No, we had to stop making cheese because of bacteria issues in the beer house.
Okay.
I was afraid that the lactose bacteria was going to affect my beer. Buy it from New Beat Dairy.
Yeah.
It's increased 30% in 3 months.
Really?
It went from 627,000 or something for 5 kilos to 830. So if you haven't noticed it on your invoices, take a look.
Yeah. Well, I notice in like Metro Mega Market. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I don't like to go there.
Yeah. I mean, I'll buy cheese from there once in a while too. I do have a supplier for cheese. And I really love to start making my own cheese.
The thing you
Yeah.
know, she says me a little bit sure.
A little bit sour. She want to ask.
Sour.
Yeah, she said a little bit sour.
Maybe it's the red wine that you could be tasting. It
Yes.
should be cooked out of.
Can you tell more about the dish that you make in the restaurant? Like, do you serve this in Taka?
Not this exact pasta, but I have pasta and meatballs and carbonara, lasagna every Saturday I do.
Yeah, I see you have the daily specials.
Yeah.
Mondays steak night,
Yeah.
Sundays hamburgers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So every day has its own kind of day, and it just that also keeps things a lot more fresh too, because we'll throw in like a beer or two, whatever the special is, and then people love it. They buy it up, and
Well, and if it's a special day, we know the food is fresh,
exactly.
right? It's going to be made for that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fat Cat Kitchens on Facebook. It's something to like because they put their specials out every day, and the food is good. I had a udani. Is it udani noodle?
Udon noodle.
Udon noodle
Yeah.
at your place one night. That was just fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I'd never eaten that before, and
Oh yeah.
I came for the burger because I see the pictures of the melted cheese on the burgers.
Yeah.
So I came for the burger, but I chose the udon. Okay, I can always come back for a burger, but that special might not be on there.
Yeah.
again.
I haven't done that in quite a while either. So.
Yeah, with egg and bacon, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very good. My daughter, Joan, is my assistant beer master. Yes, because I feel she likes to work with me when I'm in the brew house. She likes to be there. We all spend a lot of time together. So one time she wanted to taste the sugar water that's coming from the grain and barley. Also, she tasted it with her finger and she said, this is very good. So then I said, when we finish making the beer in 2 weeks, you can try the beer. 2 weeks later, she drank some beer. Oh, she said, very good. But I feel that she has the cleanest mouth. So whenever we brew a new batch of beer, she sips it. And if there's something wrong with the beer, she is going to be the one to know the
She's
difference.
the official taste tester.
Yes,
Quality control, they call it.
because there's such a clean mouth.
Yeah.
Did she? No, don't be drinking too much. Just tasting, testing. But yes, she works with me, and our son, 11 years old, also works for us. So we're teaching our children about business and life.